Arcino here, and let's go back in time. As you're looking at Pinky, allegedly, this is Pinky today in 2023. Looks mighty different than what you probably have known her from in the past. Pinky is an adult film star from the past, and really blew up DJ Vlad's channel about 10, 12 years ago. What's up, Mr. Tall? So Pinky is allegedly trying to get it all back. Pinky's in the gym working out. And everybody said, oh my God, what has happened to Pinky? The whole world is shocked. But she released this video. So she's deciding to do something about it. Now, everyone is taken back and abreast by her size. And like, how did she get like this big? What happened to Pinky? Oh my God. But it takes courage to go back in front of the camera like she did, because she released this, put it out, and videotaped herself doing this in a gym, working it out. Somebody said, I'm going to steal hit. This ain't about is she going to still hit or not. We know guys going to hit no matter what anyway. So that ain't about that. It's about how everybody body shamed this woman while the woman is putting out that she is going to work out and better herself. She's trying to do this for her health, not to try to get into a movie or anything. She's doing the work, putting the work in, working out. Right, you didn't catch her coming out of Ben and Jerry's. You caught her where? In the gym. Everything starts from that first set. That first set. That first curl. That first workout. Hit the like button, good people. Everything has a beginning. You want to know the toughest part about working out? Actually going to do it. Grabbing your keys. Getting in that car and going to that gym. And they say, well, you guys talk about that other girl on there. The one that be talking about, with all that mouth. Because she the one wants to go around and try to fat shame people that ain't even fat, but she's big as a house. Don't hide your picture and then try to talk about other people. Then when now your whole picture and everything is out on you, now all of a sudden you want to be, why is everybody picking on me? Nobody was bothering you. You made people go looking to you. Pinky didn't do anything but come out and try to work out and do what she's doing. Now, people are trying to make fun of her online, and I find that disgusting when she hasn't done anything disgusting except for her old previous job. Now, other than that, she's just working it out. No, I never wanted Pinky from the beginning. I don't want an adult film star. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm sorry. I can't date an adult film star. She coming in with gook hanging on her face. I'll be, oh baby, how was work today? Oh, good. You must have you missed a spot there before you came home. How did it go? Ooh, 3 loads to the face? Oh man, sound like a great day. Ooh, tomorrow you got the gangbang. Remember, get lubed up. All right, I'm going to bed. Are you serious? Are you serious? It is crazy out here in this world. Because this actually really happens. The way I just told it to you, that actually happens. Do you realize Superhead has a husband? Well, not a husband, but I guess, I don't know if she's married with him or whatever, but they together. And guess what I can tell you? Guess what I can tell you from that? Not only are they together, but get this kicker. You're going to like this. She goes out and sleep with men for money. Still. And you know what he would do? When she'll be gone a whole weekend, because the person wanted to fly her out for the weekend, pay to have her there for the weekend, do what all kind of acts to her, send her back. Her man will have a hot bath waiting for her when she gets home. He don't care that his wife is going to get filled out like an application. Like, oh, baby, it's a call. It's for you. You got another order. They want you to be gone for 3 days. He's okay. So there are men that are okay with this arrangement. I'm just not one of them. You are never going to find me acceptable to that. I'm not going to ever be one of those guys. I don't even like to date women that my friends know. Hell, a girl that want to date me now, I'm not with her because why? Because it's simple. I'm not with her because she wants to be in a relationship, but I'm not with her because I can't date somebody in which everybody in the family I know. Like, I know her entire family. I know basically everybody on all the sides. So that creates a problem, a conflict of interest problem. Because if we break up or something go wrong, I got everybody in my business. I still got to see her every day. So that's a huge problem. Right. So it take a strong man to walk away from something like that, you know? So if you're a stronger man, you'll be able to, say, hey, I'm going to walk away from that because I don't want to I don't want to have nothing to do with that right there. It takes a stronger man to be able to do such a thing. Well, here's where it gets really sticky. I'm not picky when it comes to dating. It's just that you know what you want. See, when you're young, you just happy to be doing it. So any girl that say they want to do it, you like, yes, this is the best part of the day. You'll push everything to the side for that. You're like, oh, screw that. She wants to go. Now, when you get older, you're like, see, most people my age done got married. You know, they done got drained out from these long relationships. My relationships are short and precise. You screwing up, I ain't finna be unhappy. You the one gonna be unhappy. And I love it when they give me that speech like, well, I just don't want to, I don't want to be wasting my time. I'll be like, so I need to know an answer. I'll be like, oh, you think this might be wasting your time? Well, let me not waste your time then. You can go. I think you like being single. It ain't bad. Has its moments. Woman, like, don't you get tired of being lonely? Whoever said I was lonely? You see, me, I've always been, women are attracted to men they can't have. Or they feel like it's a challenge to get that man. Like, man, I gotta get that guy. Look how he just moves, regal. Like nothing bothers him. And where's his girl? Why these girls ain't got him? Oh, he's picky, girl. I bet you I can get him. You go, girl, you go. Give me that. Watch this. And they walk up like, so, what's you been up to lately? Nothing, just chilling. Gonna go watch the game. So I haven't seen you in a while. My friend's been telling me all about you. Like, what do you do for a living? Me? Just a businessman. Never doing. I'm not smooth, I'm just me. I have no idea what that show is. Melly Monaco? I don't even know what that is. But here's the thing. I always wanted my relationships to be quiet, not loud. I don't like girls that's all over the internet. I don't like girls that's like, I know the adult film industry quite well. Like entertainers, I got a friend that works for one of the major companies that produce it. So some of the entertainers I meet all the time, the convention comes here. My buddy owns a strip club. So these girls go out to make more money. They go visit the clubs and they get a percentage on the door. Or they'll just get a flat fee or whatever they negotiate. But here's the kicker that most of y'all don't know. Most of them chicks are broke. Broke. They have drug problems and they are broke. They are addicted to drugs like crazy. And you have to realize, in order to put yourself and subject yourself to that, you didn't have a normal life. Nobody has a normal upbringing, just decides all of a sudden she wants to get pile drived by 5 men. All at one time. You know, there must have been some daddy issues, some mama issues, some uncle issues, some granddaddy issues. It had to be a lot of issues going on. If I knew of a girl with a past with multiple men, pretty much no. That you better keep that to yourself as long as possible. But if I find out like everybody been hitting my chick, I've been like, I can't be with you. Now you want to be Mrs. Housewife? Because every time there's an argument, that's coming up. I'll be like, yeah, old gangbang here. Try not to sleep with the mailman. He's just dropping off the mail. But I guess that's where you right up your alley. His uniform might turn you on. Man, ain't no way. Look, man, now trust me, when you see these adult film stars up close, they don't look like normal people, dog. They don't look like normal people. That's one. So when you don't look like a normal person, okay, that's one. When you don't look normal, that's strange to me. Dude, when you see them up close, I swear to you, I will not lie to you ever. When you see them up close, it's not a pretty sight. Their face is all caked up with makeup. It's like they look almost like demonic. Some of them, and they just don't look real. And people still be like clamoring for these people. Their bodies don't look great. You see so much cellulite? It's cellulite city. So you see all that touch up that be happening on the cameras. They just don't look well. Then thinking about all the diseases they didn't got. That's all would go through my head. So I could never date in a film, full adult film star. Could never date him. Pinky's father learned about her from prison. Some people in prison was watching her on a tape. I don't know how they got that in prison. And he's like, hey, wait a minute, that's my daughter. They were like, man, you ain't know your daughter out here, boy. Your daughter's something else, boy. Look how she get down. You gotta be a proud man. So you know there was some psychological damage there for that to happen. You know what I mean? She made DJ Vlad's career. They were like, it was like shocking when before anybody ever knew about DJ Vlad or doing anything, he came up with that formula of interviewing these adult film stars, and she was mentioning these things on the show, talking about doing all this. So she was the one that blew up his platform to build it up to where it is today. Oh, I had a friend that was crazy over Pinky. She came to Chicago just to do her and that some girl named Cherokee. They was coming to the clubs out here in the Chi. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dude was like, he loved Pinky though. Like, he's like, look how, you know what I like about Pinky the most? I'm like, what? Her hands. She got those little bitty fat hands, little fat fingers. Ooh, man, I just love that. And the way she squeezes it with them little fat fingers, I'm like, man, you need a girlfriend. Bad. He was the one in the hood store. The same one in the hood store. Remember I told the story where the dude was in the basement getting charged up and the girls and everybody in the house all upstairs? And they was down in there getting charged up. And he was down there and he came upstairs and he was watching them flicks. And he came upstairs and right when my boy was romancing the girl and doing this, he just came and grabbed her by the arm and took her in the room. And my boy was like, man, he just grabbed her and said, come on, let's go, and took her in the room. He was like, wow. I'm sitting here trying to get to know her, having dialogue, wasting all this time, and he just grabbed her by the arm like, come on, let's go in, and took her in the room. He was like, wow. That was gangster. I was just like, man, I'm wasting my time here. And man, that whole story went down, man. And then I was downstairs actually taking a nap. Good thing that girl came and got me. She's like, you need to get upstairs because your boy tripping. I was like, he tripping? I get up, I go upstairs, and I'm like, I'm in the back room trying to chill. I'm taking a nap. I'm exhausted. I had just worked. You know how you do time and a half? Everybody who work know what time and a half is about. So I just did overtime plus time and a half. Bonus day. So I'm tired when all this is going on. I was like, look, it's excitement, but let me just take a quick nap for about an hour or something so I can get me some sleep. I had worked all day, and I've been ripping and running, picking up holes, bringing them in. I'm like, look, I'm tired. I'm just finna dip off. My boys are happy. They got somebody to talk to. I'm finna kick it in the back. She's like, y'all, you just gonna go to sleep on us? I'm like, look, I gotta get some rest. So I'm in there resting. All this is going on all while I'm sleeping. They come downstairs and grab me. I go upstairs. I open the door. I'm like, what is she talking about? I open the door. And as soon as I open the door, she just like almost knocked me over, bullet, like straight through the door, like, pew. And then he's sitting there with his pants down, like, God damn it, like, what's going on? I'm like, what the hell just happened in here? I'm like, what's just happened in here? Like, what the hell you doing? Like, I was like, I'm trying to find out what she's talking about, what's going on, and then all of a sudden I had to take her home, him home. I'm like, her home, the two girls, and I'm like, y'all just ruined the whole party. I'm like, see, y'all don't know how to act. But it was a good thing she came and got me, because I ain't want to be in no lawsuit. I've been in court trying to talk about something. I'm like, I was asleep. It's like the Pac situation. The same thing with Pac. If that girl would have said he took advantage of me, we would have all been taken down. I'm asleep. Just like Pac was like, I was in the other room asleep. Like this the girl they know. Like, you let them take advantage of me. Like, what? I just wanted to be with you. Pac was in the other room asleep. You know what? I saw that play out. Because they're people. You know, she's trying to work out and get herself back into shape. I don't make fun of people because of their weight. I don't. That's not my thing. But if you try to disrespect somebody else's weight and then you trying to hide and they found out what you look like, and how dare you? One, you can't even talk about me. Because people seem to believe I'm big because other idiots say something because that's all they got to go on. So they don't know how stupid they sound, and then when every time they see me every now and then, it's, oh, you lost weight. No, I really haven't. It's just that when you see me on the live stream, I'm like this. Yeah, so naturally some people think you're really big. Then when they see me in person, they be like, he ain't that big. He ain't that big at all. Nope, never was. But thanks for thinking I was. I am 5'11". But I have a friend that's in the adult film industry. He worked on sound, now he's in camera. You know, he's making these movies, and I understood the business side of it. My friend wanted me to get involved. Some of the girls wanted me to manage them that's in the industry. When we met, they was doing a actual promo shoot for a rap video because rappers needed some girls, and they was out in Cali. So they said, let's get some of the girls to be in the video. So the girl, she also do video, and she also do some extra things. Out there, it's like Vegas. You know, they go either way. You know, that's a side hustle. If they can make an extra $400, $500 a night, just, you know, giving it up for somebody, then they'll do it. Remember, I told you, in Vegas, I had a family member that was completely messed up and decided to go and grab somebody, and he ran into two women and just said, are y'all working? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. She was like, what? You think we're working? Do we look like working girls? I'm like, oh my God. It was like about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. He just drunk. Hey, I'm sorry. I just like, hey, y'all working tonight? You know, I'm just fucking. She was like, oh, we're not like usually the working girls, but like, what do you want? I'm like, what? Her and her friend, she was like, yeah, well, my girl, she's gonna want something too. He's like, well, they were negotiating price. He could barely even see. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So he ended up taking both of them. I ain't want nothing to do with it. I was like, no, you want to throw your money away with these two, knock yourself out. Yeah, normally if you said that here, it'd be crazy. Y'all working tonight? I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Luckily for him, it worked out. But what has Pinky done wrong? Her showing herself working out, to me, showing that she's trying to get it started. She's trying to put the work in. What kills me is all these women who go out there and get the vacuum cleaner stuck up their butt, and they suck out all these pounds from surgery, and they go get the boobs done and the silicone booties, and then put on some spandex and try to act like they worked out to get this body. No, you didn't. Man, I forgot all about Power Book 3. I did my Power Book 3 video. I told you stars don't like me. Whenever I talk about power, oh, they go the opposite way. They don't like you, boy. I didn't see the episode tonight, so I'm going to check it out tonight. I already gave y'all my prediction for the next 2 episodes. I said they're going to try a new plan. Drew going to end up probably working with the cousin or whatever and come up with a deal and strike a new deal. They're going to end up probably having to go overseas to try to do a deal. Change the location because it's getting boring. We need to get a new look. We need to expand. We need to show Tyreek is smart. They keep trying to do the same thing over and over. A lot of people try to get me to manage because I understand the business side of everything, but I don't know. Each state is what I try to tell them what to look out for. You have to understand whatever contract you sign, you're signing under that law. So you could be in California and sign a contract. The contract is under New York law, then you're under New York law. Don't matter if you've never been in New York a day in your life. That ain't how it works. See, in California, they had this law where you can get out of any contract. It's unconstitutional to have somebody in a contract for so many periods, so long, so many years or whatever, so you can get out of a contract. So a lot of people, like such boxers, they never read the contracts, so they would assume. And they even bring in these lawyers and take up all their money to try to fight what should have been done and noticed in the first, seconds, is that they don't really understand, I guess, the boxing world and how these contracts work. So they can't get out of these contracts. I'm like, you're not going to win. First off, you're going against a guy who used to be a lawyer. He's from Harvard. He's been in this business for 60 years. You're not finna beat him. Okay? You're not beating him. He knows every in and out of this business. 2, he knows the law, and something as simple as New York law and California law is entirely different. Whatever law the state is in, your contract is signed for, that's the state you are under. So if you want it under California law, you have to demand it. It said, I don't want this under New York law. I want this under California law. Because there's different provisions that protect you. Don't think you don't have to live there for that. Now, there are so many different people that have all these different analogies. Yeah, but let's take a look at Pinky. Remember Pinky? When she first came on the scene, it was blowing up, right? And for the past couple of years, she got out of the film business when she realized how the industry was being played. Like Angel Films, like so much racism is even in this business. So as I said, there's racism in every business. They really give pay rates and raises to a lot of the Caucasian girls who choose not to do certain scenes with blacks. They're put on a pedestal. They don't have to. They can look as plain and bland as possible. They can care less. And they're paid on a scale way greater than the men and the African American girls. They only want black girls that mess with white guys. If you mess with white guys, your money's gonna skyrocket. So that's like Roxy Reynolds and all this. They jumped and hurdled over a lot of the other girls, even though the black guys was all over them. In that industry, it propelled them to the top faster because they were choosing selective of who they would work with in the industry that were African American. Remember, I'm sitting there in the club and I ran into Alexis, Texas. She told me the whole thing. And this was due to the controversy. This is like after the fact of that controversy. Remember the controversy? She don't talk, she don't have sex with black men and scenes. She don't do scenes with them. She had black friends and everybody else around her. That was, I'm like, man, everybody here basically black. And they weren't homosexual. I was like, man, okay. So what is this? So I'm just like, you know, like what is up with that? And she was just running it down. She was like, it ain't that, it's a health thing. You know, she's like, in the business, everybody's got to get their medical test done. You know, everybody got to get tested before they do these scenes because it's so much risk, you know, and it's unprotected. And most of these guys, they falsify the test. And when you're dealing with black actors, a lot of them take the cheap way out. You know, they don't go in there, they falsify the test, and they be having all kind of things, but they caught something because they keep sleeping with people outside of the business, and it creates problems. So she was just like, I'm just gonna cut that whole thing out completely. I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it. And she informs me that mostly like 80% men that are black business go both ways. They're making not just the tapes for y'all to see, for the straight people, they're doing it for the other side too. But I'm like, for real? She's like, yeah, but you're not on the other side, so you wouldn't see it. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'm not even gonna look it up because I don't want that in my search history. Oh man, I remember I had to find something on the search history for my Patreon, and I said, I gotta scrub this quick. I don't even want to have that pop up. So when she was giving me game and explaining to me how it was, I was like, I can't look at the industry the same no more. She's like, the number is 80 to 90%. I said, oh my God. Pinky decided to get out of the business because she saw how dirty it was and she knew where the money was. She knew the business and said she was going to start making her own films and producing. And they were mad at her for doing that. They were like, how dare you? So they'll mess with her shoot. If she got a worker that's coming over there, they say, okay, if you work with Pinky, we ain't gonna work with you. You know, it's a whole bunch of dirty stuff that was going on in the business. So she had to go out and find new talent. Like, they had to audition people. You know, you gotta try to, and you gotta pay. You got all this time you gotta pay for. So you gotta, like, it's gotta be quick. And it's a lot on your shoulders. And a lot of people think that they get this money from, like, oh man, you know, they making all this money. Look at all these males and all these people. They're not getting paid off a lot of this stuff. All those websites that be showing the clips, That's it. People watch the clips and that's it. They be like clip, 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 clips. So the clips and the pirating has cost them money. So they started to sue these companies that were pirating them. And the other company would make a deal with them and say, hey, look, you know what? We did pirate your stuff. Look, we'll cut you this much off a percentage of it, of what it makes. We'll give you this. And then let's do some business down the road. And then they'll be cool with it. Like, all right, cool. But meanwhile, somebody else finna get pirated by the same people. They ain't trying to shut them down at all. So imagine that. You did all this work and then it's going for free, but then the company is gonna make money because they gonna find the pirater and cut a deal with him and get a chunk. The pirater gonna pay the company and the company ain't gonna kick you back any of that money. They're only gonna go off the additional sales, you know, and then they'll say, well, your thing didn't do well. Because they'll be like, man, you pirated the hell out of me. And that's the same thing they doing in the music industry. It's the same routine. When people were getting pirated, who you think was doing it? Who you think was at the helm of these companies getting pirated? All these records getting put out on the streets, like mastered copies. This was before streaming. Eminem's whole album was mastered and on the streets when he did the Eminem show. Now remember, they like him. And this the Eminem show. His whole album was mastered and on the streets. They had to release the album early. So imagine if it didn't get bootlegged, it would have done way more than what it did now. They had to release it early. Like, no, we can't wait to Friday because this thing is already on the streets. It sold about 1 million on the streets in like 2 days. The whole weekend, everybody's playing his album, mastered. So Eminem called and complained, and they just had to release it. Like, look, just sell it now. The streets, y'all got it, sell it. Anybody got it, sell it. It's on the streets. Everybody got it. And it was mastered. See, normally when a bootleg come in, it's not mastered because they got it early or they got it from a DJ or an engineer was slipping or he sold it to make a quick buck, and then they can make print and keep remaking copies. But if it's mastered, now their albums weren't being mastered here. They were being mastered over in Germany. So if your album is being mastered in Germany, Interscope that is, how the hell is it getting bootleg? 50 Cent made that album Until I Self-Destruct just to find out who was bootlegging him, really. He had put together this whole project and said, okay, I'm going to do this whole album from my house, which he did, and nothing left the house. Nothing was leaked. Not one song was leaked on the radio or nothing got out from the album. Soon as it goes in for mastering in Germany, boom, that's where it happened. 50 Cent knew right then and there. He said, nope. As soon as I sent it in for mastering, that's when it came out, and it came out mastered on the streets like that. I already knew. It's getting bootleg from the master. Now you might say, why would they do that? Why? That's their best artist. Well, why would they do that to 50 Cent and like Eminem? These are their two best artists. Ooh, that's stupid. Why would you do that? That's losing them money, right? That's what you would say, right? And this is how the adult film industry is, right? It will be losing them money to do that. So they're willing to take a loss to do that to you. But you gotta ask the why. Because it messes up their renegotiations. You see, 50 Cent came out and sold more records than Eminem in his first couple of albums. His first 2 albums is incredible. Do you know what his asking price is going to be for a renegotiation? Based on his sales and productivity. Eminem, he's the hottest artist in the world. He just sold 10 million records. His first album sold 3. He just went diamond. His next album is finna put him through the roof. Do you know what his renegotiation evaluation is gonna be? Through the roof. You gotta show there's some type of decline. So you can renegotiate to have him depending on you to stick with him. Like, don't worry, we're gonna stick with you. Because they know they're sabotaging. It's not like the public lost interest. They did the same thing to 50 Cent. So when it was time to renegotiate 50's contract, damn, what the hell is going on with my arm? So when it was time to renegotiate the contract, it wasn't gonna happen. 50 was like, man, just let me go. They let 50 Cent out of his deal because he wanted out. So after that, before I self-destruct, it was like, okay, let me out. I'm done. Y'all sabotaged my Curtis album. Curtis album was the most commercial album he ever made. It was so commercial. But here's the thing. This is the kicker. Even though the album was commercial, it had street bangers. Like, I Get Money. But every song, I Will Kill with Akon, it had everything you needed. That's what you want your album to sound like. Ayo, Technology. It was so many songs on there. Candy Shop. Was Candy Shop on that album? I don't know if Candy Shop was on that album. But I know that you ain't gotta take your panties off. Just pull them to the side. I beat it up. That's all them chicks, boy, they used to love that song. She didn't even know I was there. You ain't gotta take your panties off and pull them to the side. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Amusement park, yeah. They used to love that, boy. The chicks love that. They like, ooh, 50. He's like, he can get it anytime. I remember, I'll be like, wait a minute, you dating me? What the hell you mean he can get it anytime? Ayo, Technology, shoot, that was it. Hey yo! Nah, man. 50 suck after beg for mercy. Dude, go back to sleep. You just man, you one of those people that the whole world gotta pay attention to them before you start noticing them. One of them guys. You come off like one of them. Like if the whole world ain't screaming their name, then you ain't interested. You only a fan if the whole world is fans. I'm a fan of the music. 50 ain't never disappointed me when it came to the music. He still to this day was making good music. I knew television shows, everything. 50 can make it happen. When he did Big Rich Town, I said it was a hit. I said this is a hit. They were like, you just saying that because you love everything 50 do. I'm like, nope. If it was crap, I told you it was crap. This is a hit song. When the video was out and everything. Before you all saw it on Power. The video was out with Joe and everything. And I was like, man, this song is popping. Get the Strap ain't really a 50 Cent song. That's really a collaboration with everybody else, and that song was alright, but hell, two of them dudes locked up. I am not gang. No, I am not gang bang. Like, If it was smart to say I'm disassociating myself with these dudes right now. Well, if you have a satisfied woman, then you have a boring woman. Nobody is satisfied. That's the thing. He's like, you can never satisfy a woman. You can never satisfy a man. A man ain't never gonna be satisfied. He cool with the situation, but he gonna always want more. If you find somebody who's like, I'm satisfied, I don't want nothing out of life, they're a boring, lonely, drag you to the grave individual. Normally they lazy as you know what. Everybody like, I'm content at the moment, but satisfied? Nah. I ain't satisfied at all. I mess with Snowfall, man. I ain't gonna tell everybody what happened with Unk, but Unk was my favorite character. Hey, better teach your man how to squabble. Hey, next time, teach your man how to squabble. Man. Me, I never liked Franklin. I'm just not a Franklin guy. He think he too smart for his own damn good. But I ain't had no problem with Unc. You know, Unc is old school. Unc gonna do stuff the old school way, and that's blunt force trauma. I understand that. Now, Yeah, I did a movie review for Super Mario Brothers. I got the Dungeons and Dragons ones coming next. And then after that, I got the Air Jordan movie review coming after that. So right now, the Super Mario Brother one is up. Man, it was lit up in there. They had the Nintendo up, and the Mario Brothers 2 was up. You get to play it with Luigi. I'm like, these kids, I don't need no damn driving assistance. Man, shut your ass up. I know what I'm doing. Like I'm driving erratic. Man, they had what you know about Uncle Bert in East New York? That's my guy there, boys. Uncle M. Hey, Uncle N. Yeah, man, it's a lot of people had a lot of things to say. So a lot of people had a lot of things to say. So I mean, Super Mario Brothers is kind of dark at the time, man. Shoot. I mean, man, what's his name? Bowser, man, he was ruthless. Not too much, you know. No. That's how the industry is, you know. They have their toll on it. Most of those Europeans that make their film over in Van Nuys, and they come over there, that's why Vlad moves the way he moves, because he knows those guys. Who do you think his wife is? Vlad is married to a doggone porn star and got 2 kids, he got twins. And of course, who did he hang out with? People like, you see all these fools hang together? You see what I'm saying? All these fools hang together too. Matt Barnes. Captain Jack don't really roll with him no more, but Matt Barnes, Gilberto, Vlad. All these people all in together. LeBron James. They all in that one big circle and boat of lameness. You know, and doing all kind of shifty shit. Right. Well, Whack 100 ain't really in a circle. So let's put that there. Whack ain't really in that circle. Whack is outside of that circle. Whack want to get up there to where the money at. But see, here's the thing about Whack. He depends on this clubhouse so much, and he doing that for so long and starting all these little beefs and all that and thinking that's going to bring the money in. Because he's like, oh, look at the people coming into the rooms and they want to check it out and they want to do this. See, all these people are coming with all this traffic, but it's not equaling any money because you're going to play yourself out. Now you got to do that forever. You got to beef forever. Now you got to continuously finding somebody else to argue with every day to keep their attention. Or guess what? When you try to talk about something else or something real, they don't care. because they only came because you were beat. So you can't have a podcast about anything else. So I'm not concerned with lowlives who want to put me in their doggone videos. Because at the end of the day, I know it's only one person in the panel that's getting paid, and the other ones are stupid because they just showing up out of stupidity. And then they want me to be interested so I can respond back, so they can have something to go back off of. But no. Let them keep making trash and hoping they become a millionaire off trash. No, he's made money with the industry, Mr. Sharp. He knows the people that produce those shows and make them because they're in the same studio slots on Van Nuys. Van Nuys is Van Nuys in the street they're on in Van Nuys, California. That is the hub of the adult film industry in the United States. Everybody knows it. And his where he records his shows is there. Now, he's not even there anymore to record with them. When y'all see those interviews with Vlad, y'all think Vlad is there. He isn't. He's not there at all. They're talking to a television screen. Sometimes he might show up, depending on who's there. But 9 times out of 10, he's not there. You're talking to a monitor, and you get to see him, and he's talking to you through the monitor. So that's why they always show him the person sitting in the chair looking straight, and you think he's in the room, but he's not. He's not even there. So it's just a monitor. Why does he do that? So in case one of his guests don't like a question, stab him in the neck or punch him in the eye. You seen the kind of people he interviewed? And what they actually say and do, and then something might happen to them or whatever. So you might be asking, how do I know how that process works? I must know some people that know the insides of what happens over there with Vlad's, situation. Remember when he was coming at me and doing stuff behind the scenes? Oh. And we exposing all this stuff about him because we knew better. But he came up in this game off of that industry. If you ever want to know anything about Pinky, his video is going to pop up that he did about 12 years ago because he was the only one really interviewing her. Her and Sarah J and all of the adult film stars. That's how he built this channel up. There's a lot of people tuning in to watch these videos. So when OnlyFans came out, this is when the adult film star people could start making money. And then these video vixens who was out here acting like they were the end all be all of everything. It's like, are you serious? Trying to act like they were something greater than what they really was, and tried to make one gonna play my video while she tried to critique it and say it's all lies. Oh boy, I told her up on the Patreon. Something says. Oh, Gloria Velez. Talking about, me and Joe, we were in a relationship. I already had a deal with Joe. I didn't need Joe. They signed you to a deal because you know how you got that deal. They ain't give a damn about your records. They didn't deal with you because, oh, you sound good on a record. You wasn't rolling with Luke because how you could sing. The hell up out of here. And guess what she doing right now as we speak? Taking a plastic object, putting it in places. You'll figure it out. So if Pinky want to lose weight and show the world what her body looks like now, that's brave. She's putting herself out there and saying, hey, this is what I look like now, but like, I'm putting the work in. And somebody's like, man, she's been working out for 2 years. Okay, she's been working out for 2 years. That ain't a crime. Let her work out. If she want to work out for 2 years, let her work out for 2 years. Let her get herself ready. Let her get herself right. Pumper. Well, Pumper, from what I heard, he's trying to do so many different things. He made a diss song on Jay-Z. He wanted to be a rapper. He had all this fake jewelry because he wasn't getting money like that. He just always thought in this industry he was hot it, you know? And he was broke, really. And he started making his own films, and then, you know, it's just like anybody else. People don't like to deal with a guy like him because a guy like him wants to date all the women, then have all the women fighting because they ain't getting, you know, featured and all this craziness. Then you're dealing with women that's disturbed. You're dealing with, he's trying to get men to get in his pictures and films. Then he's trying to recruit people straight off the streets because he can't get anybody in the industry to really go for it. And he's offering people $400, $300, $500, trying to get runaways. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you could be making money, you know. You can make $500 a feature. That ain't a. Then he tried to holler at this dude's girlfriend. He was like, man, get up out of here. Everybody used to say that was Lloyd Banks. They was like, man, we saw Lloyd Banks in a film, man, getting down with a dude, man. That was Banks. Yeah, they tried to come up with that lie. Yeah, hit the like button, good people. Well, when you work out and you spend all this time trying to better yourself, what you don't want is someone pulling you down to the ground. You want to stay on your toes, you want to always keep it moving, and you want to always try to strive to be successful every day. So I commend her for putting her body out there, saying, hey, this is me now. Believe me, if you've seen some of these people that used to be in the industry today, oh my God. Oh, you don't want to see them today. You don't want to see them today. A lot of them don't look well. They look sickly. He said Pumpa's currently in prison. That's where they put people like him. Well, you guys, like I told you before, most people in this industry, to get your mind right, to get into these roles, most of these people are banging out with all type of drugs, drinking, with alcoholism, all stuff, man. It's like they got to get themselves, they have a problem. Like, just to go and do stripping. You think those are the most sane people in the world that do stripping? They just there to get a child college plan and pay their rent. They eat good, they all healthy. You got some like that, but not really. A lot of them, they came up through unfortunately, a lot of them went through, they don't want to remember anything while they're up there. They're just like, I just want to dance, and I don't want, to remember anything. I just want to move to the beat. So that's all they want to do, is move to the beat. Well, we'll have to see, because there's a lot of problems that's going on in the world today. A lot of different arrangements are being made to people. A lot of categories that don't make any sense are being relayed to people. I've never ever been a person that said, you know what, let me go in here and make fun of people because of their weight, or because of this and because of that. When we all have a family member or somebody else that might be overweight, that don't mean we love them any less, right? So the only time I do something is if I'm defending, if I'm striking back. And I said, okay, see, you wanted to talk about someone else and talk about their weight. Like, I'm like, how in the world you gonna talk about my size when you big as this skyscraper? You sweating on relatively cold days. And you about 3 times my size. 3 times. And then you get exposed for that. When your actual picture is put up, then you want to act like you're being bullied. You see, you can't have it both ways. And that's how these people operate. They want to try to come and mess with you and then play victim. Nah, I was never feeling it. That, like, most of these people had these agendas, man. Like, it's strange, but they do. They had these weird, what they call them, idiocracies. That's what they got. These people are weirdos, man. For real, they are straight weirdos. Most of these people are weirdos. somebody to keep talking about him so he can have something to say. Kwame buried this dude in dirt. I mean, straight buried him in dirt. And now this guy trying to flag. You know, that's what they do. They say they want the smoke, then they get the smoke, then they don't want the smoke no more. You see how that works? That's why, but it's why we tell you these dudes are liars, clowns. They did all that talking. I showed all the DMs. All the DMs. I showed it, provided it, and said, here, there you go. Now you got it. So you don't got to take my word for it, his word for it. You get to read it and see it yourself. All of it. And you see that this dude just lied. I mean, it's right there in bold letters. He lied. The man said, I didn't know you, didn't say nothing. I ain't talked to you since. Yeah, you did. It's right there. And why would you still be DMing somebody you don't care about? Going back and forth, leaving paragraphs after paragraphs. You ain't got no friends? Go DM Swaggy P. What you DMing me for? I don't have to DM you ever. I'm like, he's like, our communication ends now. Good. Good. Do not need to talk to you. You don't do anything for me. A video that I make about you is not finna break the internet. You have no buzz. All right, he think he's Kobe or LeBron. Like, a video about LeBron might do something, because you know he's like actively playing. But you're not LeBron. Like, no one cares about you. So it's pointless. Yeah, he's just trying to eat. I mean, what happened? Him, T.Y. got pulled up on, LeBron got pulled up on. It's like, what's going on, man? Everybody backpedaling. But we know how the game go. We know how the game go. Everybody say they want to play till they realize that this ain't the game they want to play. Everybody think they know you till they realize they didn't know you at all. When the best thing to do is to go and live your life. But you're trying to show off for the internet. Trying to show you tough. I gotta show the internet I'm tough. For what? The internet gotta know you still gangster. The internet gotta know you still the one. They don't know you like that. Internet tripping. Man, y'all know me. Stop. It's casino hours, baby. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Straight like that. Yeah. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Kwame Brown Bus Life 2.0, Armando Black TV, Ticket TV, your boy Carcino for life. I'm out.